Next question. Create vertical spread strategy for Mr. Rahul. Option price for the month of July is given. Exercise price 250 for call option, and option price for the month of July is given once again. Exercise price 240 for call option. Call premium is 5 and call premium is 8. If actual price for the month of July is 0, 50, 240, 244, 250 and so on, for Mr. Rahul you are required to calculate. There are 3 questions: profit loss, break even point, and you are required to show the diagram. That is a question. I request you to go through the question, please. Now let us have understanding that say how to make calculation of answer for this question. Dear students, we have been provided with the information that say you are required to form vertical spread strategy. That is what say provided to us in the example. Now basically what happens at say, whenever you have an expectation about the price of the security to go up or price of the security to go down, or you are expecting the price of the security to remain stable, in all situations of like this expectation of the market, you will be able to make a profit. You can enter into certain set of the transactions so that say you will be making profit if at all your expectation proves to be correct. See, so far what we have understood, so that I am discussing with you before we say proceed for this strategy. We understand that say if at all you enter into a simple transaction, say to purchase a security, then in that case what happens, that basically you will enter into the transaction to buy a security when you are expecting the price of the security to go up. So what will happen, you will be able to make surely a profit if at all the price of the security is going up. We understand that say this is the price at which you have entered into the transaction to purchase a security. Now if at all the price of the security is going up, then in that case you will be able to make a profit. Unfortunately, if at all the price decreases, then in that case you will be incurring a loss. This is the way you will be able to have the profit or loss by entering into the transaction of purchasing of the security from spot market. Exactly the same thing is there if at all you are entering into the forward transaction or futures transaction to purchase an underlying asset. If at all the spot price is more than the F price, then in that case you will make a profit. If it is less, then in that case say you will incur a loss. Recently we have understood that say you purchase call option. In that case what will happen, say you will be having a situation like this. If at all the price of the security increases, then in that case you will make a profit. If at all it is say reducing, then in that case you will be incurring a loss. So it will go like this. This is what say you will have in case of say purchasing of the call option, and so on. We have understood the transaction. Now coming back to the point that say we are going to discuss vertical spread strategy, that you can enter into say when you are expecting either the price is likely to go up, at the same time you can enter into say this strategy if at all you are expecting the price of the security is likely to fall down, in a way that it is say given a name as so the bullish vertical spread strategy, and it is given a name as bearish vertical spread strategy. The question is silent that say whether you are expecting the price of the security likely to go up or it is likely to go down. By making an assumption that say it is like the trader is expecting the price of the security is likely to go up, we are going to understand that say in which transactions say you will enter upon in vertical spread strategy. So please write down answer of the question. Heading write down vertical spread strategy. In that write down first point, whenever a trader is expecting price of security to increase or decrease or likely to remain stable, comma, trader can enter into a transaction or combination of transactions to make profit. Second point, vertical spread strategy can be entered upon, comma, if trader is expecting price to increase or decrease, full stop. In this question, it has not been specified whether trader is expecting price to move up or to fall down, full stop. Assuming that he is expecting price to increase, comma, he will enter into following transactions. Let us have understanding that say in which transactions say you will enter upon. Now basically friends, when you are whether you are expecting the price to go up or you are expecting the price to go down, in either of the case, what will you do? Understand importantly, you will enter into the transaction for buy call and sell call in vertical spread strategy. Vertical spread strategy can be entered upon either by combining call option or by combining put options. Of course, over here the information is given about the call options, so we are focusing on the call options and not on put options. Coming back to the point, let's say what you will do, say you will enter into the transaction for purchasing of the call option At the same time, say you will enter into the transaction for selling of call option. At which exercise price is important? If at all you are expecting the price of the security to go up, then in that case, say we understand you will purchase call option which is having comparatively lower exercise price, that is over here 240. Why? Because it has more chances of exercisation, and you will sell call option say with exercise price of 250. Purchasing of the call option with exercise price of 240, in that case you are required to make the payment of the premium of rupees 8, and on selling of the call option having exercise price of 250, you will receive the premium of rupees 5. So initially you are required to make the payment of rupees 3 as premium when you will enter into the transaction. I repeat the transaction again. Understand that say in case of vertical spread strategy, what will happen? In case of vertical spread strategy, always you will enter into two transactions. One is to buy an option and another is to sell an option. So this combination is always going to be there. Further, we understand that say if at all you are expecting the price of the security is likely to go up, then in that case you will purchase call option which is having comparatively more chances of exercisation. That is option which is having lower exercise price, that is 240, and say you will sell call option which is having say the comparatively more exercise price 250. When you purchase call option having lower exercise price, you have to pay more amount of the premium, that is 8, and say you will be having say you will receive the lower amount of the premium, that is 5. So initially what happens that say you are required to make payment of the premium of rupees 3 when you will form the bullish vertical spread strategy, say this example. Now we can understand logically like this. The spot price of the equity share, of course they have provided that is number of prices, but just before that say we can understand logically like this. You are a call option holder as well as call option seller. Understand that so you have purchased call option having exercise price of 240. So what happens that say in these two cases you will be having say the payoff 0. In this case you will receive the payoff of rupees 10, and if at all the spot price of the equity share is let us say an amount of rupees 10,000, then 10,000 minus 240, you will have the payoff of 9760. You have sold call option with exercise price of 250. So till the time the price is 250, the option that you have sold will not be exercised. When the price is 10,000, then in that case the person to whom you have sold option will exercise it, and you will be having say the negative payoff of 9750. So the amount of the payoff that you will have is 0, 0, 10 and again 10 over here. You can see that say initially you have made payment of the premium of rupees 3 for entering into the transaction, means net initial cash outflow. So what will happen, say this 3 rupees is the cost that you have for entering into this, like the combination of the transactions. So what will happen, if at all your expectation proves to be correct and the price of the security increases, you will be able to make a gain of rupees 7, and if at all the prices are falling down, then in that case you will be having so the loss of rupees 3. We understand that say in spite of the huge fluctuation of the price of the security either on the upward direction or on the downward direction, what will happen, neither you will be having say a huge gain nor you will be having a huge loss. That is the way say the spread strategy is formed. So spread strategy is a strategy which is having say the less risk, less gain, that kind of strategy that we have. So in the note, in the following transactions, in the write down, buy call with lower exercise price and sale call with higher exercise price. In that, further write down we do so because we are expecting price to go up, comma, so in that case option having lower exercise price will have more chances of exercisation and more amount of payoff. In the event of exercisation. Full stop. Now write down heading transactions exercise price 240, 250. Buy call at 240 and sale call at 250. So amount of the premium is paid rupees 8 and you have received rupees 5. Higher is the premium for lower exercise price. So the net amount is initial 3. Heading is now calculation of the profit or loss for different spot price on expiry of option and break even price. And friends, I need not to mention that say both the options are traded for the same underlying asset and for the same time period. Okay. So column number 1 will be spot price. So columns will be like this. Column number 1 is the spot price of the underlying asset on the date on which the option is expiring. Call option holder, in that exercisation question mark, sale price, purchase price, payoff. Call option seller, exercisation question mark, sale price, purchase price, payoff, premium and profit loss. The spot price is given to us as 0, 50, 0, 50, 240, 244, 250, 280, 250, 280 and 10,000. That is the way we will be having so the different spot price of equity share. Everybody is requested to understand that the process in which you have to do answer. My simple suggestion to all of you is that say to understand that say step number 1 is premium. What is the amount of the premium? 3 rupees. That is the amount of the premium that say you will pay initially, irrespective of the exercisation. 3 rupees is required to be paid initially when the spread strategy is entered upon. Okay. Now you are call option holder for exercise price 240. So when the spot price is equal to the exercise price, then in that case you are indifferent whether to exercise the right or not. So over here we understand that say you are indifferent. When the price is low, you will not exercise your right. When the price is more, you will exercise your right. If you do not exercise your right or you are indifferent, then in that case the amount of the payoff is 0. This is what we understand. There is no amount of the payoff in this situation. If the spot price is exceeding the exercise price, you will exercise your right, in which you are going to buy the security at 240 and you will sell the same at 244. So you will receive an amount of the payoff of 4 rupees. The price is 250. Again you will purchase at 240. That will be sold at 250. So you will receive the payoff of 10. Again 240 is the purchase price. 280 is the sale price. So 40 rupees is the payoff. 240 is the purchase price. 10,000 is the sale price. So you will receive an amount of the payoff of 10,000 minus 240, that comes to 9760. This is the way you will be able to receive the payoff, say for the different spot price of the equity share, of course, which is exceeding 240. Now when the exercise price is 250, that is the price at which you have sold option. So the person to whom you have sold option, he is indifferent when the spot and exercise price are same. He will not exercise if at all the spot is less than exercise price. And of course, he will exercise his right if at all the spot is exceeding the exercise price. If at all the option is not worth exercising or you are indifferent, in that case the amount of the payoff will be 0. In all the situation, the amount of the payoff will be 0. If at all the spot is exceeding the exercise price, he will exercise his right. So he will come to your residence and he will tell you that say here is 250 rupees, you get me a security. Because he has a right to buy the security at 250. So what you will do? You will purchase the security at 280 and that you will sell at 250 to him. So that is 30 rupees negative payoff. So 10,000 rupees is the price at which you will purchase the security and 250 is the price at which you will sell the security. So there is negative payoff of 9750. This is the way you will be having say the profit or loss. That is say the payoff in the different situation. Lastly, the profit or loss. We understand that it's a no payoff, no payoff. So the amount of the premium that you paid initially is the loss. That is 3 rupees, 3 rupees, again 3 rupees. That is a profit of rupees 1, profit of rupees 7. Now what will happen? It is 40 minus 30 is 10, 10 minus 3 is 7. 9760 minus 9750 is again 10 minus 3, that is 7. That is the way you will be having say the profit or loss for different spot price of the equity share as provided to us in the example. So we understand that say as far as the break-even point is concerned, it is say between this loss and the profit. At 240 rupees, there is a loss of rupees 3. So that 3 rupees is added to 240 and it comes to 243. 243 is exceeding 240. So what will happen? Say you will exercise your right. So you purchase the security at 240, which has a value of 243. So there is a payoff of 3 rupees. 243 is not exceeding 250. So in that case, the amount of the payoff will be 0. Why? Because he will not exercise his right. 3 rupees minus 3 rupees. So overall a situation of no profit, no loss that you will have. This time we are going to have, say, only one diagram regarding the profit or loss. Again, on x-axis we will be having, say, a situation that is independent factor, that is the spot price of equity share. So on x-axis we will be having spot price of share. Of course, on the date on which the option is expiring, which is over here, the month of July. And on y-axis we will be having, say, the situation of the profit or loss. I request you to complete the diagram first on your own. So now we understand that, say, we always start with the 0. In that, say, there is a loss of 3 rupees. So when the spot price of the equity share is 0, there is a loss of rupees 3. So 3 rupees is the loss, let us say, plotted over here. Okay. When the price increases to 50, again same loss. 240, same loss. 243, it is getting converted to the break-even point. It means that, say, till the time the spot price of the equity share is reaching to 240, there is a constant amount of the loss of 3 rupees. This is what we understand. Afterwards, what will happen? So the amount of the loss is, say, getting converted to the break-even point, and then it is, say, transferred to the profit. And we can see that, say, when the price of the security is, say, 250, at that point of time we have a profit of rupees 7, and beyond the 250 it remains 7 rupees itself. So over here we will be having a situation like this, and so the amount of the profit will remain same, say, rupees 7 only. So we can say that, say, there is a limited profit potential, limited profit, an amount of rupees 7 in this example. This is the price 215 and this is the price 240. That is the two exercise price at which the transaction is entered upon, and the break-even point is 243. That is the spot price of the equity share at which, so there is no profit, no loss situation. This is what we understand is, say, technically bullish vertical spread strategy using call options. Using put options, how you can do it, that we are going to discuss later on. So I do not want to discuss it for the time being. But this is what we understand is the bullish vertical spread strategy, wherein, say, you will be able to make profit if at all your expectation proves to be correct and the price of the security is going up. The term spread strategy means your profit or loss is spread, say, over a specific values only, and it is not going the huge profit or huge loss. That is the reason it is given a name as the spread strategy. Now again, only for understanding purpose, say, that is, say, taking a few values over here, say, to make you clear, say, about the vertical spread strategy that you can form if at all you're expecting the price of the security to go up. Let us assume that, say, we are taking the two prices randomly. I'm taking like 2300 and 2400. So for 2300, two premiums are there, 76.70, 81.95, and for 2400 again two premiums are there, that is, say, 11.75 and 12.10. So again over here we have to understand, if at all you are expecting the price of the security to go up, what will you do? You will buy option which is having, say, the lower exercise price, that is, you will buy call option having exercise price of 2300, and you will sell call option which is having, say, the more exercise price 2300. So purchasing of the call at 2300 will have a premium of 81.95, and selling of the call having exercise price of 2400, that will give you a premium of, say, 11 rupees 75 paise. So difference of both of them is the amount of the initial cash outflow. So 11.75 minus 81.95. So initially you are required to make payment of 70 rupees 20 paise. This is what we understand. Now spot price of the security is 0, 2300, 2400, and let us say 10,000 rupees. What will happen if at all the spot price of the equity share is an amount of rupees 2400? Then in that case the option that you have purchased will have the payoff of 100. The amount of the premium that you paid initially is 70.20. So that will give you a profit of 29.80. Huge price 10,000, which is of course not possible. So 10,000 minus 2300. In that case, say you will have again the difference is basically 100 rupees is the payoff, 70.2 is the premium that you paid, and 29.8 is the profit that you will have. When the price is, say, 2300 or below than that, you will be having, say, the loss of 70.2, that is the amount of the premium that you have paid initially. Over here the break-even point will be 2300 plus 70.20. The way we had in the initial example as 240 plus 3, this is the way you can form the bullish vertical spread strategy using call options. Now suppose if at all we make an assumption, or the question is providing the information that, say, you are expecting the price to fall down, then in that case what you should do? Again the answer is very simple. In that case we understand that, say, the call option will not be exercised if at all the prices are likely to fall. So what will you do? You will sell call having, say, the lower exercise price. So in that case what will happen? On sale of call option you will receive the premium of rupees 8, and you will buy call option which has a premium of rupees 5. So ultimately that will result into, say, a gain of rupees 3 initial. This is what, say, you are going to do. So what will happen? Spot price of equity share, let us say 0, 240, 250 and 10,000. Call option holder, call option seller, that is difference of payoff, the amount of the premium and the profit loss. You can understand something like this. What you have done, you have entered into call option seller at 240. So you don't have to pay anything over here. You have to pay 10 rupees over here, and you have to pay 9760 over here if at all the prices are increasing. Your call option holder at exercise price of 250. So you will not receive anything over here, but over here you will receive 9750. So difference in the payoff is 0 in both the cases. In that case, whatever the amount of the premium that, say, you had received initially, that becomes your profit. And basically you are having expectation that the price will fall down. In 250 what will happen? 10 rupees is the payment. Even if the price increases to 10,000, even in that case your negative payoff is only 10. The premium that you had received was rupees 3, So there will be a loss of rupees 7. So of course you can understand that whatever this diagram that say we have drawn, that will be exactly the reverse. You will be having the profit of rupees 3. So the diagram will go like this. In a way that this is the 3 rupees of the profit, and we understand that over here that there will be 7 rupees of the loss. So when the prices are falling down, you will be able to make profit. So let us write a note for this. If at all trader is expecting price to fall down, comma, he will sell call having lower exercise price and will buy call having higher exercise price. Full stop. So exercise price 240 and 250. Transaction is sale and over here buy. So the premium, if at all you sell for having exercise price 240, you will receive 8 rupees as premium, and for 250 you will receive the premium of for 250 you have to pay premium of rupees 5. Yes. So initially there is cash inflow of rupees 3. So let us calculate the profit or loss for the different prices. We'll do this with the bearish one also. So calculation of profit or loss for different spot price and also break even point. Same columns. Column number 1 is spot price. Column number 2 is call option holder, which is divided into exercise question mark, sale price, purchase price, payoff. Call option seller, again exercise question mark, sale price, purchase price, payoff. Next is the premium, and last is the profit loss. Try to complete the table on your own. So you have purchased call option with exercise price of 250. So at 250 you are indifferent. Price is low, you will not exercise. Price is high, you will exercise. If you do not exercise, then in that case the payoff will be 0. If you exercise, then in that case you will receive the positive payoff. What is the positive payoff? You purchase at 250, you sell at 280, so there is 30 rupees positive payoff. You purchase at 250, you sell at 10,000, so you have positive payoff of 9750. You have sold call option with exercise price of 240. So the person to whom you have sold option, he is indifferent if at all the spot price is equal to the exercise price. When the price is 50 also, in that case it is no, and it will not be exercised. The person to whom we have sold option, he is indifferent at 250, so at 240, and he will not exercise if at all the price is lower than 240. When the price is exceeding 240, then in that case, say he will exercise. If he does not exercise or he is indifferent, the payoff is 0. If at all he starts exercising, then in that case, what will happen? He will come to my residence and he will tell me that I want to buy the security at 240. I'll go in the market to buy security at 244, which I will sell to him at 240. So there is negative payoff of 4. At 250 I will buy, at 240 I will sell, at 280 I will buy, at 240 I will sell, I will buy at 10,000 and I will sell at 240. This is the way we will have the profit or loss and the payoff in the different situation. The amount of the premium that I had received initially was rupees 3. So what will happen? If at all the prices are less, that is falling down, then I will make a profit of rupees 3, of course. In this case, I will have a loss of rupee 1, loss of rupees 7. Then 30 plus 3, 33 minus 40. So again 7. 9750 plus 3 minus 9760. So again 7. This is the way we will be having the profit or loss in different situations. Again the break-even point. 240 plus 3, that is 243. 243 is not exceeding 250. So I will not exercise my call option. 243 is exceeding 240. So the person to whom I have sold call option, he will exercise his right. So I will buy security for him at 243, which I will sell to him at 240. So there is negative payoff of 3. I already had received premium of 3. So there is a situation of the no profit, no loss. This is what we will have.